If you are in the mood to check out a different kind of beer, then Wine Me Up apparently is the place to be. Beer or wine?
Well, they're having a home brew beer competition, and Amity Dreesy is there this morning finding out what it takes to make your own beer. And Amity, my husband's tried to make his own beer before, and I always hear that the first batch, you might as well just throw it out. It's always a tough one.
Well, you know, actually, I was just talking to the owner of Wine Me Up, and he was saying, actually, these days, you can't really mess up home-brewed beer, and we'll find out more about that in a second. But first, I want to introduce you guys to Don Grimes. He owns Wine Me Up, and it's not just wine here. It is beer as well, which I consider a food group in my life. And I should actually probably make home brew myself and maybe save myself some money. I don't know. But what is this over here? Are we cooking soup? What is this?
No, this is actually beer. Right now we're almost 2 hours into this beer right here. We started at 5, and the way this started out is we made a gallon of tea, basically, with some grains to gain this color right here.
Tea. See, I did not know that tea went into beer. And first of all, thanks for getting up at 5 in the morning to meet us here to get this beer ready. And it smells phenomenal.
Like fresh bread.
It smells like fresh bread. It's
Sure does.
wonderful. What happens after you mix the tea mixture and everything? What do we do next?
Well, we bring it to a boil like you see, and once we start to roll like that, we turn it off, and then we add our malt sugar, and that's where the yeast actually makes the alcohol with the amount of sugar. So right now in here, there's 9 pounds of malt, and we've already added the hops, which will give it the bitter taste, which most beer has.
So let's grab that. I gotta grab this. This is not gerbil food. No. This is hops, correct?
Now this hops. These are compressed hop leaves. The hop is a cone, looks like a little pine cone, and to preserve them a little longer, they make these pellets right here, and
they smell phenomenal.
Just wonderful, flowery, citrusy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, so tomorrow night you're having a homebrew contest. People are coming in, bringing their brews.
That's correct.
How? This is not your first time. How have they gone in the past?
Oh, they're wonderful, and it just keeps growing bigger every time we do this. We do it in 2 stages. We do a brewer's choice where I pick the beer that we're all going to brew, and it's judged usually by a professional brewer. Tomorrow night I wasn't able to get him down here, so
you're the man.
I'm the man.
All right. So if you have your homebrew, come on down, bring it on down to Wine Me Up. See if you can play with the masters. 6 to 8 tomorrow night. Also, Wine Me Up is also kind enough giving away some gift baskets and bags. So go on to our Eyewitness News-Bakersfield Now Facebook page. Tell me your favorite kind of beer, and we will randomly pick a winner. But for now, I'm going to learn more about the brew making business. I'm going to send it on back to you guys in the studio.
Amity, I got to find out if there's a way to make Coors Light at home, because you know me, I don't like the real fancy beers.
I am not asking these guys that question. That's just embarrassing.
Hey, it's just my taste. I don't have good taste.
They want to make Coors Light.
Oh, they're laughing.
There it is,
You
right
hear
down
them in
there
the background
jug.
laughing.
It's just water.
Just
Yeah.
water,
Yeah,
he says.
apparently it's very easy to do.
I've never said I have good taste in beer. It just is my taste. Amity, thank you very much.
And then Amity Dreesy's there this morning smelling the brew. Is that what we're working on, Amity?
No, Amity,
Yes,
as
we
I
are.
understand that when it's actually being brewed, it doesn't smell that good when it's being brewed.
No.
No, actually, it smells delicious
Really?
right now. It almost smells like, I don't know, like homemade bread or a tea with some, it
Oh, well,
smells
the
really
yeast
good.
would make sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's got yeast in it, so that would make sense why it smells like bread.
All right, see, we're all novices here. I don't think the yeast is in there yet. This is a whole process. This is a whole ordeal that I don't know much about, but I'll tell you, if I'm ever going to stand in front of a big boiling pot of anything, it's not going to be soup or anything like that. It's going to be beer. It's going to be beer. All right, so let's find out. Is there yeast in it now? What goes into it? We're talking to Don Grimes of Wine Me Up. Don, so what's the deal? Is there yeast in there? We all want to know.
No, not yet. We're
Not
still, yeah, we're still putting the sugar in, so we're at a certain level of our gravity, what they call gravity, the amount of sugar in there. Once this is done here in the next 30 minutes, we'll chill it down really, really fast. And once we get under 70 degrees, we're going to split this into 2 5-gallon bottles, and we're going to put a vial and a half of this into each one. Now,
So that's the yeast.
this is live yeast in here. Each vial here contains 3 billion yeast cells, and when they get in there and start eating all that sugar, the byproduct of their waste is alcohol.
Wow, and that's an organism. This
right.
is an organism. 3,000 of them to make yummy, yummy beer.
right.
What else goes into the beer, Don?
Well, we put the hop pellets in, which actually gives the beer its bitter taste to it. It's hops is a preservative, an antiseptic really, and it That's that bitter taste that you taste in it. And what we're going to do too, what's left here on the table, this will go in at the end of the boil.
Again. This smells good too, guys. You know what we're saying? It doesn't smell good. May look like gerbil food, but it smells delicious, very earthy. All right, well, let's talk about this. You guys are having a homebrew beer competition tomorrow night, 6 to 8. Anyone can bring their own homebrew down?
Well, we've had people sign up, and, you know,
Okay.
we're hoping to get more people come down. We divide it into 2 competitions. There's a brewer's choice where we are doing a Belgian-style saison beer tomorrow night, which I will judge along with my daughter. We also do a people's choice where everybody that comes
Gets
in
to
pays
choose their own.
$5 and gets
Perfect.
to taste all this beer, and they vote on it.
That's awesome. Okay, well, this is the trophy if you win. Also, you can be a winner too. If you go to eyewitnessnews-bakersfield now, you could be eligible to win a gift bag if you just let us know your favorite beer, and a winner will be chosen at random. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to show you what happens when we super cool this puppy. So I'm going to send it on back to you guys.
And Amity, so let me get this straight. The yeast eats the sugar, and then that produces beer.
Yes.
If it were only
yes.
that easy, I'd have a case of Snickers bars at my desk.
Oh. You said the
Well,
number.
Help you
There
get
you
through the
go.
day, you know? Help you get through the day.
I'm just saying, the two come together and make a beautiful one.
Hey there, Amity.
Good morning, guys. We are actually homebrewing ourselves right now, and you were talking about hot. Well, we are super cooling now. We've gotten our beer to the point where basically we're cooling it now. Done. We've already added the sugar, right?
Yeah.
The tea, the water. Now what's the process?
Well, what we're trying to do now is to bring the temperature down low enough to not kill the yeast. We need to get this under 70 degrees, and we just came off 2 minutes ago off the stove out front at 212 degrees, and we're already under 140. So
Wow,
what we're
rapid
doing here
cooling.
is we're coming in from a little spigot in the back. This is a copper coil that goes down in there that the water goes through, and then takes the heat, exchanges it, and then dumps it down the drain right here.
Because we don't want to kill the yeast. They're little tiny organisms
Because
that
they do a great job for us.
right, because they eat the sugar and then
Make alcohol.
it's like making a beautiful baby. That's what I'm saying. After that, you and I aren't going to be able to drink this right away, right?
No, we got about 14 days to let the yeast do its thing, and then we'll start adding a few more hops to give it a little more aroma, and then it'll set for probably 45 days.
Wow, and will you sell this beer then here at Wine Me Up, or is this like a special brew for your news friends?
That's for our news friends.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So tonight, they have, not tonight, tomorrow night, they're having their homebrew
Challenge.
That's
right.
So 2 people are coming, several people have signed up already.
Yeah, I think we have 8 brewers tomorrow night, and some of them have entered both sides of the contest. So some are making some for the brewer's choice, and some are making both, and they're going to do the people's choice.
And can anyone come and enjoy the fun?
Absolutely.
And the People's
Please.
Choice people, they'll help judge?
They'll judge. We give them a little card. They'll write down the beer they like the best, and we'll count them at 8 o'clock. And
Wonderful.
You know, we'll add your name to our trophy.
Perfect. And this, my friends, is the trophy. Who wouldn't love to have their name on this beautiful trophy? And not only that, but if you would like to be a winner, go on to our Eyewitness News-Bakersfield Now Facebook page. Tell me what kind of beer you like the best, and you could be randomly selected to win either this lovely gift basket or one of these gift bags. This one includes a free cheese plate and an appetizer, so very fun. And you got to check this out. Joining me now is Melinda. Melinda, come here. LJ, we're going to go over there and we'll talk about wine for a second. Okay, this is what y'all call a flight of wine. This is a wine tasting. How much does this all cost?
Well, you can choose 5 out of the 20 wines that we have in our wine dispenser. You can choose 5 1-ounce tastes for $10.
This is a great deal. I've never seen a deal like this in my time here.
And you won't. You'll see it here, and other than that, only maybe in Paso Robles or Napa Valley.
And so this isn't just beer here, but you have the wine. What kind of great wines do you have? I mean, I see you've got this assortion of beer. Assortion? That's a new word. Assorted beers up here, but it seems you have some great wines down here.
Well, usually in our wine dispenser, we have several blends. We will have a Cabernet. We have our Barbera in there. We have the Prisoner, which is one of our most popular wines. We have a Zinfandel.
I'm
Cabernet.
sorry, I got to interrupt you. I'm getting wrapped up by my producer
okay.
right now.
Come by and see us.
Well, come by and see us because they got the great wines. And this guy right here, he plays live music on Saturday nights. So it's a whole lot of fun down here at Wine Me Up.
Wow.
I'm going to send it on back to you guys and keep working on this beer here because
Tough job.
that's what I do
Somebody's got to
best.
do it.
Which, as I've said before, I kind of like the cheap beers, Amity. So this is kind of above my palate level.
You know what? I hear you talking, but you know what? You come on down here, they teach you how to taste the beers and find your perfect beer for your palate. A lot of people don't like deeper beers, but there really is a flavor tasting to it, and it's amazing. Right now, we're finishing up our home brew that we've been making. Now, this, we've already made it, we've super cooled it. Now, this is the process you said that can make or break the batch, right?
That's right. We need to keep this very clean right now, and in our little spray bottle here, a little bit of vodka. You know, a little bit of vodka on top here kills any germs, and you know, once we get the yeast in there and get it capped off the top, then we won't remove that cap again until it's time to bottle. So anytime we touch this raw beer from here on out, everything has to be sanitized.
Copy that. Okay. Now, John Dabkovich, our anchor, says he keeps it classy with Coors Light. Any advice to people who say, you know what, I don't like dark beer, I don't like IPA. Any advice for them to just try new things?
You know what? Yeah, get out there and try new things, and you got to try them 2 or 3 times. And you know, tell John I'll come down there when this is all done. I'll bring you a sample.
Oh, you hear that, John?
Oh.
A sample.
I will
Yum.
give it a try.
Yeah. Right now, after this, he says in the next couple hours, we're going to add all those little yeasts in there, and they're going to mix around and make that sweet, sweet alcohol. So thank you so much, Don. All right, well, tomorrow night, several homebrewers, just like Don, are going to come down here and try to win the holy grail of homebrewers. The contest tomorrow is from 6 to 8. There are 2 contests, one with the Beer Master contest, and that was 1 person judges. The second is the People's Choice Award, and that means anyone who comes down here tomorrow can come on down, test the beers, and judge it themselves. Now, we also have the winners of our little morning beer question. So, let's tell you who won. First of all, for the gift basket, Lori Barter, congratulations, you won this gift basket. And Lori says she drinks Alaskan Amber.
Yeah.
I've never personally tried that, but I do know that maybe Layla Santiago has. You tried Alaskan Amber?
Yeah, it's my husband's favorite.
No way.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
you know what? And we used a generator on this. It was literally, it was luck of the draw there. Okay, so pick your flight. Wine basket goes to, or wine bag goes to Michelle Cuba. She is a Corona with lime drinker. And then the second bag goes to Robert Metler. He likes to keep it classy with Coors Light as well. Come on down to 1901 Westwind Drive to pick up your gifts, and I'll also send you a Facebook message. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you want to hang out this weekend, JT is going to be here playing some music, and you can drink some wine. So I'm going to send it on back to you guys. I'm off now, so I'll be back at the station in a few hours.
Oh.
Yeah, she says she's off now and she's surrounded by beer. Interesting. All right.
I got to work on my beer.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Amity,
research, huh? All right. Thank you.
thank you
Amity.
very much.